Okay, our theme is installed, but as we saw on our site, it's very boring. There's nothing happening. Our homepage is blank. So what we need to do is set up the homepage and tell WordPress what kinds of things we want to be on this homepage. So we're going to go into our dashboard. We're going to hover over Simplicity, and you'll see this drop down up here. We're going to click Theme Options. And this is going to take us to a little editor where we can edit our theme. And I'll just walk through these really quickly. You can change the color. There's a lot of different colors that you can choose. I'll pick, let's do dark, and I'll do Save All Changes, and you can see that it's going to change the color of our theme. I don't like that. I'm going to go back to default. So you can change the color. There's a few that you can choose from. We can upload our own logo. We'll go through some of this in later videos. Styling options, we can change the background color. We can put an image behind on the background instead of a color. Typography, we can actually change the font of what's on our site. So for the tutorial, I want you just to stick with what I'm doing and just follow along and make the same tutorial site as me. But after you get a grade, you are certainly welcome to come into here and change the typefaces, change the colors. In fact, I want you to. There's no point in all of you guys having the exact same looking portfolio. It should have some of your personality in it. It should speak to you as a person and not just be generic. So for this tutorial, just follow along with me, but after the tutorial is over and you receive a grade, you can come in here and go hog wild with the typography and the colors. You'll see there's a button for homepage slider and homepage. We're going to go to homepage and start making some changes here. Do we want to display, this is really just a question and answer set. So homepage is asking us, what do we want on the homepage? Do we want recent posts? I do not. Do we want a portfolio? Yes. Do we want mini features? Yes. Do we want testimonials? No. Do we want the homepage sidebar? Yes. So let's save all those changes. And all I'm doing is turning on whatever's on the tutorial. So this is the slider. This is mini features. This is the portfolio. Testimonials is down here, and you can see I have that turned off, and here's the sidebar. So we've just said what we want to be on the homepage, and you'll see we have a couple things on the homepage now. We turned on the portfolio, we turned on the mini features, and we turned on the sidebar. So we now have all of that on our homepage. Now we're just going to sort of click through all these things and make sure the settings are what we want. So how many mini features do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's come into here and click on mini features and set it to 4. Now we can create a title. What's the example? As a public relations student in a vigorous program. I'm just going to copy this and we're going to paste that into our mini features title and save all changes. And if we come to our site and refresh, you'll see that the title changes. Now there's no mini features yet because we haven't made them yet. We have to make them. We're just setting up the layout right now. And then we're going to click portfolio items. How many do we want? 4. So that's correct, but it has no title. So let's give it the correct title. Save all those changes. Testimonials, I'm not going to go to because I don't have any testimonials. I turned those off. I don't want them. So let's go to homepage slider. This is the slider right here. It is called a slider because images can slide through it. I'll show you an example. This is a site that I created a few years ago that uses the same theme. And you'll see the slider is working. It's got 2 different pictures and you can slide back and forth between them. So we're just going to have one picture for the tutorial example. You can put in more later if you want. So in the homepage slider settings, we just want one slider. And all of these settings are, how fast should it be? Do you want buttons? We just have one slide, so we don't need all that. So we'll just click Save All Changes. And that's everything we need to do to get our homepage all laid out and ready for content.